Hey, Monday night, busy Monday, work, back to the work week, I went to a music festival yesterday in Allentown. It was really cool. There are like vendors everywhere, and then like different stages with like different performers, and then like a big stage with a main band. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. So I'm thinking about religion, like it kind of bums me out, because there's so many different denominations, there's so many different beliefs. It kind of, in a way, reminds me of politics, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a Republican, like, this is the way. If you're a Democrat, this is the way. If you're an independent, this is the way. If you're Christian, this is the way. So on and so on, you know what I mean? And then, like, I heard, like, there's like 50,000 or something different little denominations of this stuff. It's crazy. You got the Jehovah Witness, and it's like little things that they believe this or don't believe that. Like, oh, I believe that he's this, I believe that he's that, and I think we miss the point with so much stuff, man. And I understand the surrender part. You got to surrender. You got to surrender that higher power no matter what it is, right? What do you name it? Jesus. Like, I like the Tao Te Ching. Like, the Tao Te Ching, they talk about once you name something, it no longer exists. Like, only nameless exists. You know what I'm saying? So like once we title it, once we put a label on it, once we try to own it, it no longer exists, because we're taking that action. So we got to surrender it, So the Jesus story to me, like, think about it. He created miracles, You ever like really just like, you're on your path, you're doing good, and like little miracles occur. You know what I mean? Like when you're really living in the light, when you're really like moving and you're really living, it's like, oh crap, like that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So we're giving like little miracles every day if we're present and we're looking. Every day there's miracles out here. You know what I mean? When they say that he turned someone blind and now they can see. If you take that not in the technical sense, but like when I was in that dark, when I was in the addiction, I was blind. I was blinded. I was dark. I was desperate. Then I get away from it. And I start to get filled up with light. And all of a sudden I can see. I can see clear. There's a miracle. So when I read the words, I don't look at it like, oh, okay, like, so technically, so tangibly. I use it as a story, as a reference, like the Three Little Pigs. If you build your house on a strong foundation, the big bad wolf can't huff, puff, and blow it down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying with this religious stuff, Everybody out here, when we get away from this and we come into here, we're all really, for real, straight up the same species. You know what I mean? So there's got to be an energy that we can all tap into. And that energy's up in the light. That energy's opposite of the dark, which we all experience and live. Whether you're in a hardcore addiction or whether you're just getting by with a successful career and trying to maintain and keep afloat everything around you while still trying to keep your sanity, while still kind of feel like you're living for a purpose, and that little boy inside of yourself, a little girl inside of yourself that's dreaming to be something, you can still be it. So we all explore it. We all experience it, When I'm in the dark, I'm rough, I'm rigid, I'm like the rocks. When I'm in the light, I dip, I move, I slip, I just go right around the rocks, I'm like water. That's the Tao Te Ching type thing, you know what I mean? So when you read like the Bible or things like that, like those stories in there, they're legit, you know what I mean? Legit in the sense where you can take it. When I go to church and when I hear like people give their sermons and when I read stuff, literature like that, like I don't look at it like I'm outside of it. I look at it like I'm part of what they're saying and I'm implementing it into my everyday life. I hear that, oh, boom, it makes me think of this. Oh, boom, makes me think of that. And I start to live within those lines, you know what I mean? I start to make those moves. from what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? But it's not outside of myself, is what I'm saying. You got to become part of it, you know? And that's why they say, like, God is in with all of us. You know what I'm saying? He's in all of us. All of us have an opportunity every day to be in that light. Every day. And that's the simplicity of how I look at it. You're either in the light for real, living in the light along those lines, or you're living and swimming down in the dark. You know what I mean? And when you start to get afraid of the dark, oh man, like it doesn't sit right in your stomach anymore if you gamble all your money. It doesn't feel right if you get hammered and then show up the next day not 100%, not after you've been in the light. It doesn't sit right, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is we overcomplicate everything. And we shouldn't. So that's it for now on that topic. But I've been thinking about that, you know? Because I like going to church, man. I do like it. I'm not going to stop. I really like it. You know, when I leave there, I feel good. There's light in that building. Like, they got good windows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the good daylight in there. So, but yeah, like, that's what's up. Have a good night.